Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is now finally your final project for English 1 in Miss Robinson's class. We are doing a career exploration research presentation, and yes, you will be presenting it, but only through a voiceover. We will not be presenting in class. I'm hoping that we will have enough time to actually play the recordings, and I will be planning time to do that because you guys will be filling out questionnaires regarding each person's presentation. Yes, so you will be required to fill those out and pay attention to each other's presentations. All right, so the directions are going to be on this document. We're going to go over the directions. I'm going to go to a few websites that you guys will need, and you guys will handle your handle. All right, so for this project, you will create a presentation on a career of your choosing that you wrote on the Google form. There will be a Google form that you guys are going to be filling out, in which you're going to tell me what is the current career choice that you were interested in researching your final project presentation. Please know, it says it up here, if you are planning on becoming a professional athlete, I need you to find a plan B. You always want to have a plan B because what if you get hurt? What if you get injured? You need to have a plan B. If you want to be a professional athlete, you can go into sports management. You can become a physical therapist. You can be an athletic trainer. There's multiple options that you can use if plan A as a professional athlete does not work out for you. So there are other options, ladies and gentlemen. So do not start a presentation regarding a sport. I will tap you and have you start all over. Your presentation should include images, at least one image per slide. Bulleted points. You're not writing out full sentences because you're going to write your own script that you can have on the side when you're creating your video for your voiceover. And information for your cited sources, including your online articles, books, videos, and more. Every time you use a picture, it should also be included in your bibliography. So you're going to choose your own slide layouts that best organize your information. You're going to record your voice over the slides in Canva. Canva is also available on ClassLink. You can use Google Slides, or what I use is screenpal.com, and you can create an account and you can do the voiceover and go through your slides one by one, or you can do one where you can do a voiceover for each slide. It's up to you. If your voice is not there or it's someone else's voice, you will lose points on the presentation if I accept it at all. It says your voice is required for the voiceover portion of the assignment. Websites where you find the images are required to be in your bibliography, and you only want to address the points that are related to your chosen occupation. So there is a point where I ask, is there a dress attire required? Do you have a uniform? If your job does not require a uniform, don't write no uniform required. Just ignore that part and move on to something else. The slideshow should be a minimum of 10 slides. When I say a minimum, that means one slide, one topic. I want to say like your career overview might be more than one slide. So that means automatically you'll end up with 12 slides if you have 2 slides for something. So there's just a minimum, which is the least amount of slides for your presentation. All right. So each slide, feel free to use these as your topics for your slideshows. Your first slide will have your career choice and the heading for the assignment. Slide 2, your career overview, the description of the career, what are the requirements, what are your daily job responsibilities. Let's see, where can you work? Find a company where you can apply to work. What it would be a starting salary? How much money can you make? How many years until you retire? If you're going into the Army, there's a certain number of years that you have to complete before you can retire. What is the required educational qualifications? Are there special certifications, licenses? What schools offer these trainings? How much is tuition for these schools? If your job does not require that, you can write that it only requires a high school diploma and put an image of a high school or a high school diploma, something like that, or a graduate from high school. You can do that. What are some skills that are needed to perform the daily job? Do you need programming? Is it a technical job? Do you need to know certain Microsoft programs? Do you need to know graphic design programs? Where can you work? Is it an office location? Is it a factory location? Is it a firehouse? Where would you be working? Some additional things you can add into your slides. Insights into your career. What would it look like in the long term? Can you be promoted? Is it a job where you would just be a police officer your entire time? Would you be interested in moving up to captain? Those kinds of things. Now, this is what I thought was super interesting. After completing your research, do you see yourself pursuing this career? I say that because I have an associate's in accounting. I have a whole bunch. I have an associate's in accounting, a bachelor's in English. I am also a certified paralegal. I have a master's in curriculum and instruction, and I'm in school again now. You guys already know that, though. But had I known how boring accounting would be, and I didn't find out until the very last semester, I would not have done accounting. So after reading these things and finding these things out, is it something that you would still continue being interested in? And then what are your final thoughts, about the job, about the presentation, about the process? Your last slides would be your bibliography. Once again, make sure you're citing where you got your information from, and even images, those kinds of things. So I can have some reminders, because you guys are good for acting like I didn't say things. There should be at least one image per slide. Is your font readable on a larger screen? Did you put just a whole bunch of lines and no one can read it if you actually present it? The pictures should also be cited in the bibliography. You will not be able to submit your assignment after the due date and time. It will lock. The slides do not have to line up with the numbers above, but feel free to use the topic titles for each of those slides. Now, quick couple of things. As I said, you're going to be doing the form. So you're going to tell me what you're going to be researching. Citation Machine, so you can create your bibliography easily. Go to citationmachine.net/APA. The link will be there on the Google Classroom where the directions are. And go to website. And you remember we did this for our, our research for Unit 2. So everything, you guys already know how to do it. If you need a reminder, come see me. I got you. For Canva, if you go to ClassLink and scroll through your options, Canva is also there. Feel free to use that. You can use Google Slides. I go to ScreenPal where I create an account. You launch Recorder. You can edit your videos. There's a few different things that you can do for that. This is the one that I like to use, and then I upload it to YouTube, and it makes my life way easier to be able to send you guys the information that is necessary. If you have any questions or just need some assistance, if you need me to show you how to insert pictures or things like that, a lot of these programs are user-friendly, but if you still need some help, please come see me. Don't waste your time. And don't forget, everything should be looked up. I will be checking random pictures to make sure that the bibliography is including some of those pictures. All right? So if you have any questions, come see me. Let me help you out on this. I enjoy doing research presentations and the creativity and just learning about, what you guys want to do in your lives. Some of you have discussed it with me. Norel wanted to go into real estate. I know Zion wants to be a fireman. But my guys who want to do sports, I know there's a few of you. I still need to know what that plan B is going to be. All right? Let me know if you need any assistance. Break a leg.